This episode of the What's Happening Delco podcast is sponsored by Delco Meets for Business. Check us out on Meetup at Delco Meets, the number 4 business, and attend one of our incredible networking events. Be sure to register, and we'll see you there. What's happening, Delco? I'm Rich Shane, and welcome to the What's Happening Delco podcast. Today, I'm joined by Jen Schoener of Upper Darby Arts and Education Foundation. Jen, welcome to the podcast.
Good morning, Rich. Thank you so much for having me this morning.
Jen, what is the Upper Darby Arts and Education Foundation?
So it's a lot of words, but we like to call it UDAEF to make it a little shorter. So we're a nonprofit organization, an independent 501c3 based in Upper Darby. And we've been around over 25 years now. And we bring inclusive arts and education experiences to young people and the entire community to bring people together.
Jen, you're like me, and I appreciate you giving me permission to say UDAEF. I appreciate that. Thank you. You've been around for 25 years. I've been a resident of Delco. People are thinking like I'm thinking. I've never heard of this before. How did all this get started? How did the UDAEF get started?
So we've actually gone through quite a transformation over the last 20 plus years. Pre-COVID, we were heavily involved with Upper Darby School District and still are, and really we're mainly a grant-making organization with the school district and really supported a lot of the programs there. And really operated with like I would say by 2020 we would have a $50,000 budget. Then COVID hit, and we realized as an organization, after having worked so long with the school district and also Upper Darby Township as like a three-way partnership for many years, we realized during COVID that we were going to need to do things differently if we were going to survive as an independent organization, because the school district had so much to handle with the COVID situation. The township had so much to handle, and we're over here thinking, wait a minute, what happens to us? So we got a little creative, and we thought, okay, if we have some of our own programs that, we'll have more opportunities to bring in more funding, which in turn would help the school district more, which would help the community more. And so the first thing we did was we adopted the Schoener Music Man Academy programs, which were already operating pre-COVID, but it was also in partnership with Upper Darby Township Rec Center. And we also supported a lot of Upper Darby School District students through those programs. So we thought, okay, we'll adopt those programs first. And so the Academy, which had been really operating virtually for all of 2020, most of 2021, now we had a home, which was great. Then came Upper Darby Summer Stage, and similarly, Upper Darby Summer Stage has been around for 50 years. It's been around longer than the foundation itself. And that was also originally with the township and the school district partnership. But again, with the challenges of COVID, we decided, okay, this would be great if we can all agree that put it under the foundation, we will find more funding for it, we'll keep its home in Upper Darby, and we can really bring more people to Upper Darby through those programs. So in 2023, we adopted Upper Darby Summer Stage. Then along came this opportunity through some ARPA funding through the township. And the mayor at the time, Mayor Keffer, she said, we would like to grant you this $800,000 in ARPA funding, which was amazing. And the thing was, there's like, we want you to go into Barclay Square because it's the center of Upper Darby. And we said, sure, we'd love to. Because at that point we had no physical home. And we did all of our programming during the summer, but a building will allow us to reach not just kids, but everybody. And it also allows us to do programming all year long. And this is the part I think I'm most excited about, it's allowing us to go into next generation education. So yes, we're known for theater through Summer Stage. We're known through our traditional music education programs through Music Man Academy. This Spark is going to allow us to take the technology piece to the next level, because that's where education is going. And it's the way the building itself is being built. We will have innovative technology lab attached to a recording studio, a black box theater, which will also have the capability to do workforce development for kids, so that we can train them in the careers of music and theater that really didn't exist before COVID, but now, the technology is there that it's on another level right now, and bring in professionals to train the kids and then eventually hire them into the workforce. So it's things have happened very quickly in the last 5-6 years, and I'm so excited that we're going to open in July. Like, it's amazing.
That is a lot
I know, right?
for something that I've not heard of before. And even the programs that you offer, I guess not being a resident of Upper Darby, but being on the periphery, there are so many things that you offer. How many people, how many students, how many kids, how many people are you impacting that come through the programs on a yearly or monthly basis?
So typically, and our numbers right now are based on all our summer programs because we haven't really started our year-long programming yet. But with our summer programs, I mean, just the audiences alone for Summer Stage are like nearly 25,000 audience members a summer. And then, with our programs all included, with the Music Man Academy and with Summer Stage, where we have, maybe over 1,000 kids participating just over the summer. And then that now will expand over the school year.
You made mention of the Music Man Academy.
Mhm.
Talk a little bit more about that.
So the Music Man Academy actually was the brainchild of my late husband, Brad Schoener. He was a teacher in Upper Darby School District for 25 years and passed away in 2009, after a battle with stage 4 leiomyosarcoma cancer. And he loved Upper Darby. He loved the kids there, and his wish was to enable them to continue to take music lessons, to have access to instruments if they couldn't afford them. And he also felt strongly that there should be a summer music program for kids to keep them playing over the summer and just to open up new areas of music that they might not be exposed to otherwise. So that started back in 2013, thanks to support from Upper Darby Township at the time. And between donations, and grants and support from the township, we were able to start the first Music Man camp, which now has grown into a 2-week camp, and it's for grades 4 through 8. It was meant to be for younger kids because there are a lot of music camps for older kids. I would say that we're one of the youngest music camps in the area, in the region, because it focuses on the kid part too. Like, we're a music camp, and yes, you're going to play your instrument a lot, but if you knew Brad Schoener, he was a big kid, so it has to be a little bit camp-like too. So throwing frisbees, that's part of it sometimes. We've done all kinds of unusual things, whether it's learning how to play a harmonica. We had learning how to play an accordion one year. We brought in bagpipes another year. Like, every year it's something different that you can't get at school. So it's just meant to make kids go, wow, I never knew that existed, or wow, I want to try that. That's the concept. So that's just the Music Man camp. And now that's grown into a jazz jam camp. We have a Stellar Strings camp. We run a Butterfly Buddy camp, which is for kids with disabilities. And so we have high school buddies who are trained in the disabilities of their buddy for the summer, and they do art, music, and movement therapy together, under certified creative arts therapists. And a lot of the kids who have helped as high school students now have gone into careers, whether it's social work, whether it's teaching music therapy or art therapy. But it's really become kind of a career pipeline through our butterfly program. And the cool thing is that that's only been going on for about 6 years, but a lot of the kids who started as elementary students are now in high school. And this summer, for the first time, we're hiring some of our butterfly kids to be on the staff, which this is amazing to me. Like, it makes my heart feel really good because they have so much ability that people miss. And I think our programs allow them to be themselves and find their leadership skills, and then provide a home for it so that they can continue to hone those. So that's our butterfly program. And then this summer, for the first time, thanks to the Spark, we're going to be starting something called AMP Camp, which stands for Arrange, Mix, and Produce. And that's going to be held in the new technology lab and recording studio at the Spark. And so kids can come, and even if they don't know anything about music, we're going to teach them the basics of guitar, bass, drums, and they're going to learn how to write their own song, record it, mix it, produce it. And by the end of the week, they can walk away with a product of their own. So I'm super excited about that.
I'm just so how you can fit all of this in into one day with all the things that you're doing. When you talk about these many, many facets of what you do, it's so inspiring to me, Jen. And I wish I met Brad, because it really sounds like as you introduce him and talk about him, you're bringing him as part of you, and people hear him and his legacy and how he inspires. So my question is, who inspires and motivates you?
Oh, well, I mean, a lot of people, I have to say, our staff, we have the most amazing staff. I love going to work every day. The people that I work with, the reason they're doing it is because they love what they're doing, whether they're assigned, whether they're part of Summer Stage, whether they're part of the Spark. And honestly, like, we also have what we call the Upper Darby Service Club, which is again a partnership with the school district. So I get to work with the senior leaders, and they oversee 200 of their peers. And so between the school district advisor and myself, we place these kids in different services throughout the Upper Darby community during the school year. So they honestly inspire me more than anybody. And I think that's where Brad got his inspiration. What a lot of people don't see about Upper Darby, and I would argue that the biggest problem with Upper Darby and even with our foundation has been we haven't marketed ourselves well. That's me personally saying that, to be clear. But when I work with these kids, because we're a very global community, we have over 100 languages spoken at Upper Darby High School. These kids easily speak 2 and 3 languages. It's what they do. It's part of their world. And so when they go off and they work for these corporations in Dubai or around the world, and then they come home and I'll say, so what's it like? Is it different? What did you notice? What change did you experience? And they all said, nah, it's kind of like being at home. It's kind of what we do. And so I think, that inspires me so much, because they're facing all these challenges, but I can't speak 3 languages. I would love to speak 3 languages. And that's who they are. That's part of who they are. And it's such a benefit to the rest of the world, especially now that the world's smaller with all the technology that we have. I think, these kids are going to bring something to the next level that people haven't seen yet.
For somebody listening and are now hearing about the UDAEF for the first time, how do they get involved? How do they reach out?
Honestly, so if you go to our website, if you go to the volunteer section of our website, there is a form you can fill out if you are interested in volunteering. If you just want to find out more about the Spark or how you can help, because honestly, the June is going to be crazy for us. We're trying to pull together this whole building in a month. So we're always looking for assistance in the building, whether that's people greeting, whether that's people organizing programs with us as volunteers, any way that you possibly can, whether it's sponsorships. If you email admin@udfoundation.org, that's the easiest way to get to us, and then tell us what you're interested in, and we will point you in the right direction of who you should be speaking with.
And the website would be udfoundation.org, correct?
That is correct. Yes.
All the things you're doing are on that website.
Absolutely.
God bless your website host and administrator.
I know, right?
Jen, you have a passion for the arts.
Mhm.
Where did that start for you?
Well, honestly, that came in high school, but I thought I was going to be a foreign language person back then. I didn't think I was going to be involved in music or the arts as much as I am. But that came from being high school drum major, and my band director would put me in charge of the band, and he would, need to deal with something else that he was working on. He'd be like, all right, Jen, take him through section da 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 da, and then you're gonna make sure this comes out right and tell me any mistakes. So he would literally like give me this assignment and say, here you go, here's 150 of your friends, and you're gonna make sure that they do what they're supposed to. And I found out it was fun and I really enjoyed it. And I don't know. That was life-changing for me because he trusted me and then he mentored me through that. And so I think that's where my biggest spark was, if you will.
Okay, what was this teacher's name?
Steve Bowman.
All right. So Steve Bowman
Mhm.
saw something in you,
Mm-hmm.
got you to a place where you can then lead, guide, impart to your peers.
Mm-hmm.
And now look at the ripple effect that has impacted you through Steve. And that's really with the mission of what you do, talking about the graduates who go to Dubai and speak 3 languages. If we just become that one spark, you just never know how that's going to impact so many generations, so many people's lives. Steve could have picked somebody else, but he picked you, Jen.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. Yeah. No, he called me the mouse that roared. So yeah, I will always remember that.
You're out and about in Delco and you have a cheesesteak craving. Where are you going for your cheesesteak, Jen?
Oh man, that's tough. That's tough. I'll be honest, if you had said sushi, I could give you a bunch.
Nobody's talked about sushi. Where are you going for your sushi?
Oh man. Oh, honestly, I love going to H Mart in Upper Darby. It's on the second floor with the food court. They have the most amazing food there, and the sushi is dynamite. So I actually meet the service club kids there when we do some of our meetings, and we have boba tea and sushi. I love it. But yeah, places to go in Upper Darby. Not all for sushi, but just really cool places to go. We go to Artillery Brewing Company in Drexel Hill, and Station Tap right down the street. They have great food. And then there's Pat's Pizza, who is my like second home. I love Pat's Pizza. They are awesome. And also there's the new Ichiban Buffet right in Barclay Square Shopping Center, which is going to be right across the parking lot from the Spark, which is probably going to be my next home, because they have amazing sushi and food there as well. So
you answered so many things and you touched on so many places. First of all, if you're not doing anything, the 3rd Wednesday of each month, Delco Meets for Cigars is at Artillery Brewing. Love to have you and everybody with the UDAEF Foundation, UDAEF, have come on out. Pat's Pizza is your go-to for pizza.
Taff, taff. Taff, taff. Taff, taff. Taff treats. Get some.
This portion of the What's Happening Delco podcast is sponsored by Taff Treats. That's TAFF treats.com. Go to the website, find out where you can get some of their amazing treats, order them, and have them shipped directly to you. By the way, Jen, they now do soft serve, and they bring this cart and energy and fun. And what they want to know is, what do you like on your pizza?
Oh, what do I like? Oh, pepperoni has to be.
Yeah. Simple pepperoni. I love it.
That's it. Yep.
You're out and about in Delco and you have a convenience store need. Where are you stopping? Sheetz, Royal Farms, or Wawa?
It's gotta be a Wawa. It's gotta be a Wawa. That's what is everywhere in Upper Darby and Drexel Hill. Yep.
Jen, how do you describe Delco to someone who's not heard of Delco before or has never been here?
So coming from a Lancaster person, I kind of have an outside look at Upper Darby and Delco, and what I really love about it, and what also drives me crazy, is that it's a very passionate community, and you always know where you stand, and people will fight for you tooth and nail, and they're very passionate about what they believe in, And if they don't like what you're saying, they will also be very upfront with you immediately. There's no disguising it. Like, I love that. I really love that, because you don't see that anywhere else. And I just think that it's a very, very cohesive community that works together. And if somebody's in trouble, like when Brad was, when he was at his worst, especially with the cancer, like that whole community just adopted our family. And I will forever be grateful to that whole area. And that was Delco, that was Upper Darby. So that's where my head is. And that's why I love doing this so much.
You have friends or family coming in from out of town and you want to give them to or take them to that Delco experience. Where are you sending them, or where are you taking them?
That's a good, let's see. Well, I mean, I'll be honest. So if they want to stay anywhere, the Drexelbrook, the Holiday Inn at Drexelbrook is a great place to stay. And they, trying to think, as far as places to go, actually there's a new place that I am checking out actually this evening. It's called the Little Horse Tavern. It's the Cobbs Creek Golf Course. They have a driving range, but then there's also a restaurant attached to that. So yeah, that looks like something different that I haven't tried yet. So we'll check that out and see how that looks tonight.
We're going to need a full report when you do that. And I'm sure you're going to incorporate some of those guests to see the performances and what your students are doing day in and day out, and all those things that just help to entertain and just make Delco and Upper Darby a better place. Jen, is there anything we haven't spoken about today on the podcast? Anything you want listeners to know more about you or more about Upper Darby Arts and Education Foundation?
So I should say that this summer, our Upper Darby Summer Stage programs are going to be out of Haverford High School. Just for this summer, the Upper Darby High School is doing a lot of renovations, which is awesome. So we're moving all of our performances to Havertown. And if you check it out at udsummerstage.org, you'll be able to see the performance schedule, as well as all of our summer camps and programs are open and for registration right now. So if you want to look at our programs at the Spark, it's udspark.org. Also, our social media for the foundation is at UDAEF. And after July 6th, if you want to stop by the Spark, we will be open. Our new address is 1550 Garrett Road in Upper Darby, and we would love to have you stop in and just welcome to our new home and join us. We'd love to have you.
Jen, as Barry Harris sings, you are Delco done right. Thanks for being that inspiration to our community and making a difference for lives across the county. Appreciate all that you do. Thanks for being a friend of What's Happening Delco. Can't wait to see you out and about. I'm not sure how we're going to catch up with you because you got so many things going on, but we will find you.
Thank you so much. And I'll probably be at the Spark, so please stop by. Love that.
Thanks, Jen.
Thank you, Rich. The
Taft Treats jingle was written, directed, and recorded by Vincent James of Keep Music Alive. Visit keepmusicalive.org to check out their mission, their events, and how you can get involved. Hey, it's Rich. Thank you so much for being a listener to the What's Happening Delco podcast. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to learn more about the people and businesses in our community. I have been a real estate agent for over 25 years, working with first-time home buyers to last-time home sellers. As a listener of the podcast, my gift to you is a complimentary 1-year American Home Shield home warranty. This is for buyers and sellers that I help. If you're looking to move anywhere in the United States, I have you covered with an amazing network of real estate agents. I look forward to hearing from you. My direct line is 215-313-3777, or you can email me at rshaneremax@comcast.net. Oh, by the way, I am never too busy for any of your referrals.